Hey guys, Brendan Wood here, author of the 3+1 Plan and chairman of YPC Group, where we help you to build a thriving property portfolio so you can live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of, but in such a way that you're not creating a second job or actually working yourself into an early grave. So what I wanted to do today was we've been running the webinars now for a while, and we've compiled hundreds of questions that you guys have been asking. So I want to take those, and what I've done is I've broken them down into a number of really key questions that most of you guys are repeatedly asking. And what I've done is I want to present them to you so you get that level of education. I've always been a massive supporter of free education. And so that's what I want to do for you guys today, is really give you, I guess, what most people out there are concerned about in the market now, about property investment, about strategies, about structures, about all sorts of things, the questions that you guys have been asking. So, it's not now me telling you what you should be thinking, it's you guys actually feeding back. And I love that about the social media, and I love that about webinars. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get started. So guys, really good question today actually. And look, I'm not afraid to tackle the hard questions, and you'll see that as we work through this series. A lot of the questions are quite confronting. But one of the ones that we had in from one of our clients, he was saying, look, the IMF and the central bank are saying that UK has further to fall. Europe's buggered. And he went on for a whole paragraph about how bad things are and how they're going to fall and all this sort of stuff. And the question comes down to, who knows best, the IMF or Brett, okay? And look, I think most people could say, oh, bugger that. But actually, it's a really good question, to be fair. And so that's why I wanted to address it, because one of the things I do each year is I write a blog. It's the first blog of the year, and I've done it for the previous 3 years. And what I do is I take every single expert that I can find that actually is prepared to give a prediction of what the property market's going to do. Okay, so there's a whole range of them. There's normally about 30 or 40 experts that will come out and say, minus 5%, plus 10%, and whatever they say. And what I do, I compile all those and I put them into a blog, and I write what my thoughts are, and I chuck in my thoughts. So every single year that I've done this, the last 3 years, all right, the point is that all these experts, and some of these guys have got, hordes of economists behind them, looking through numbers, crunching stats, and doing all this sort of stuff. So, I'm not a one-man band by any stretch of the imagination, but compared to some of these companies, you can say, well, actually, they would be experts. Certainly the IMF, they're a rather large organisation compared to, Brendan Wood. But the fact is that when they make predictions, and when you put all these predictions together, what you're going to find is that most of the experts are wrong most of the time. And I say this all the time, most of the experts are wrong most of the time. Because if you've got, for instance, one of the experts, every year for 7 years have predicted minus 30% drop, minus 30% drop, minus 30% drop, minus 30% drop, and eventually, I suppose, well, it had to come through, but actually it didn't. It got minus 17% drop, all right? And then it grew 10%. So, most of the experts are wrong most of the time. So actually, who knows best? Well, that probably doesn't convince you quite yet that I know better. But actually, here's the point that I make around this, yeah? So whilst most experts will give you their opinion, and, the papers will give the opinions and all these sort of things, what you've got to realise is that actually that's got nothing really to do with you. You can't influence that big picture scheme. What you can do is get down to a personal level, all right? If you look at the IMF and a lot of these organisations, they deal in a macroeconomic level. They deal with the whole economy as a whole, all right? Now, for me, I deal on a microeconomic level, because what I know is that that's where the real money is made, all right? If you're going to say, well, I'll just follow the market, and when the market says everything's going up, I'll just get in there, you're going to be nothing more than mediocre. And I'll be honest, you're going to be a pawn to the game that I play and other professionals play. You're going to be what we call sheep, or the herd, all right? Because what it means, you're going to be following what the newspapers and all these macroeconomic people are going to do. Actually, where the real money is made is by actually getting down and dirty in the detail, getting down local, speaking with local agents, finding out what the opportunities are. I'm sure that even when the market goes down, and I'll give you a real life example, my flat in Islington, just up the road, okay, over the global financial crisis, yeah, it went up 5%, okay, and it's probably up now. I can probably get 10% higher than the start of the global financial crisis. Now, how is that possible? If I was following macroeconomics, I would never have bought that flat. Now, actually, I bought it very early on, but The fact is, I would have, waited because, everything's going down. I got microeconomically, and I know that where it is dead center, angel tube, it's fantastic, and it has been a performer, all right? So if you're gonna make money, and this is my point around this, who cares what the IMF is saying? Who cares what anyone else is? If you get down and dirty with the detail and you look in a specific area and you do your due diligence and you speak to local agents, you do all this stuff, then actually you're increasing your chances of getting a rate of return. And at the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. So even though the market may be decreasing, I can guarantee you there's pockets that are increasing, okay? So don't believe what the newspapers say, all right? The important thing is that you get down and dirty with the detail, and when you do that, you make money, and you make money consistently. Now, obviously, if you're sitting out there and you're going, well, I don't really know what to do, how to do that, then get in and meet with us and sit down, and we'll run through all the things that you do. Read the book, listen to these videos, and you'll increase your level of education. I always say, whenever I talk about rich people, I talk about rich and educated. When I talk about poor people, I talk about poor and uneducated. So if you want to be rich, you've got to get educated, yeah? There's no luck in this game, yeah? Well, there is. Luck is laboring under correct knowledge. Knowledge, education, yeah? So it's really important that, you understand this, okay? So, who knows best, IMF or Brett? Well, I can tell you at a macroeconomic level, I don't do anywhere near the analysis, so probably the IMF wins. But in terms of making money from property, okay, I'm pretty sure that I'm investing more than the IMF is, to a degree, all right? So guys, cool. So guys, I'm sure you found that information really valuable. The first step really now is that you need to get a plan. You need to actually, work out exactly how you're gonna put this in place. So what I encourage you to do is come in and sit down with us, talk to us, grab a coffee with us. And what we can do is we can actually start mapping out what your plan is. But more importantly, not just give you a written bit of paper that says go and buy property or do this, but we can talk about structure, strategy, processes, procedures. We can talk about all the things that you need to put into that plan. We can talk about why you want to achieve this, what you're actually looking to do about this. We can talk about where you're starting from, what sort of limitations, what sort of emotional barriers you're going to face. But then more importantly, we can talk about how you're going to get there. Yeah? And with those three elements, you've got yourself a really powerful plan. Then the next thing is the motivation and the action. Nothing happens without action. And this is where the team, we can help you do this. And in fact, we can do it for you if that's what you want. So guys, I encourage you to come in, meet with us, grab a coffee or tea if you drink it, and really just sit down and get that out. One of the things you're going to find about the way we approach this is that most companies in this industry, what they'll do is they will just try and sell you into a property. The first phone call you make to them, guaranteed you're going to get sold a property. Okay, you're going to find we don't do that. What we want to make sure is you get that plan in place, you get all the emotional things sorted out, and you're aware of those. And you really get a feel for who you're going to be working with. Okay, relationship is what it's all about. It's not just flog lots of property, because I can tell you it takes about 3 months to buy a property, but you're going to own that property for 5, 10 years maybe. So it's really important that you put a structure and strategy in place, a plan, and follow that plan. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you can grow your portfolio very quickly, but then if you're not aware of market cycles and all these sort of things, interest rates rising, inflations and all those, what's going to happen is you're going to be put at risk down the track. It may look good now, but the market changes, and then all of a sudden, all of your weaknesses in the portfolio you've built are going to be displayed. So getting a plan is going to enable you to actually just get rid of that totally. Guys, I'm looking forward to meeting you real soon at either one of our webinars or perhaps a seminar, or if you come to one of our offices around the world. Have a great day, and remember, live with passion.